Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Everlasting Summer. Okay, good job me. Alright. Okay, I can't sing that. I will get copyright by Nintendo. The night, though dark, wasn't silent at all. One could hear chirping crickets, the songs of the night birds, and rustling trees from everywhere. Because there's fucking trees everywhere. A sudden desire to follow Slavia's advice and to go to the camp leader's cabin appeared. Oh boy. I don't know why, but the sight of the unknown bronze builder of communism put me in a constructive mood. I sat on the bench and started to recall everything that happened today. That was all my constructive mood could offer. Here was much brighter than near the canteen, and tardy pioneers were running by, so this place didn't seem scary at all. Bus, summer camp, girls! I was so tired from everything new and strange that I could not come up with a single explanation for what was going on. I heard a barely noticeable rustle nearby. Ooh! I shivered and looked in that direction. Oh no, something spooky gonna happen. We're gonna get raped or mugged. Or maybe both if we're lucky. No. Gross. A girl. Reading a book. Oh, it's her. Lena. Or Lena. Or Lena. Lena. I don't know. I decided to move closer and talk. She was the only new person I had met here without exchanging even a few words. Hi, what are you reading? Lena was so surprised that she even jumped. I think I'm gonna call her Lena instead, because that sounds better than Lena.
My name's Lena. Can I talk to your manager?
I'm just kidding. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Never mind. She blushed and stared at the book again. So, what are you reading? Just look at the fucking cover, you fucking idiot. How can you read in the dark anyways, you fucking retard? You're gonna fucking strain your eyes doing that. Don't read in the dark, folks. You'll strain your eyes and then you'll die. Or something like that. On the cover was written, Gone with the Wind. Oh, okay, now you know. Praise the book. Keep silent. I'm gonna praise the book because I think I will love this girl. I'm gonna praise the book. A good book. Thanks. Honestly speaking, I haven't read it, but I think that such literature suits her very well. Lena didn't seem to be interested in continuing the conversation. Well, if I'm bothering you. No. She answered while still looking at the book. Can I sit beside you for a while? Why? Yeah, why? Because you got boobs and I don't. Because you got boobs and I don't, okay? God. And really, why? Maybe just because I was very tired and having company is better than being alone. And maybe I wanted to try to find something out from her. I carefully examined Lena. But no, I doubt that. Well, I don't know. I'm not allowed to? Feel free. But if I'm bothering you... No, you're not. I can leave. Just say, everything's alright. Okay then. First dates are always the greatest, guys. Oh, so awkward. I sat on the end of the bench carefully. Just carefully, like an old man. You don't want to fucking break your back or something. After such an intense talk, staying here was the last thing I wanted, but it wouldn't be nice to just stand up and leave. That didn't really go well, huh? Lena hasn't answered anything. Seems I made a fool out of myself. I bet if Olyana was here, she'd have a good laugh at me. Do you enjoy being here? I recalled the Slavia's question. The Slavia's question. Wow. She's so great that she deserves the title of the. I recalled Slavia's question, thought it would be a good start for conversation. Yes. She smiled slightly. I guess I like it too. Lena definitely is. I'm gonna just call her Lena instead. Lena definitely isn't very sociable and probably. No, just call her Lena. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm having a conflict, okay? Leave me alone. Lena definitely isn't very sociable and probably can't carry on a meaningless conversation as easily as Slavia. That's me. That's me. Oh, actually, no, I think I've gotten better at talking to people, but I don't know. But there was something about her that attracted attention. Yeah, definitely not those bazongas she got on her. Like a momentary glimpse of a reflection in the glass on a rainy autumn evening. That is very specific. Which makes you turn around and stare into darkness searching for something that you saw out of the corner of your eye. That is very, very, very specific. I don't think I can relate to that. Of course, you weren't able to distinguish or understand what it was, but it still felt so tempting. Still not very relatable, but continue. Lena was still reading. Oh, I keep calling her Lena. I don't know what to call her. It's either I call her Lena or Lena. It's just like it goes back and forth, back and forth. I'm having an internal conflict right now. I am having an emotional crisis. I'm having an existential crisis right now. Okay, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm slamming my desk to emphasize what I'm saying. I am not okay right now. Very emotional, stressful weekend. A very emotional, stressful day. I'm tired of living my life. And I don't mean to take it out on you people that watch my videos. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? I've been having a rough time, okay? I'm not all together. But I'm still doing this stuff because I need to be consistent. I need to be consistent. And keeps me on track. Gives me something to do with my miserable, stressful, and tireful life. I think I made my point, but I'm not sure if it was even a good one. Anyways, Lena was still reading the book without paying any attention to me, my presence. And I had no intention of asking her anything about this camp or this world in general. Why do humans suffer? What is the meaning of life? Beautiful night. Yes. How in the world would you start a conversation with her? Like your bazongas. It's late. I have to go. Yes, it's quite late. Good night. Night. There's something strange about this girl. No, I think there's something that's strange about you in general, but okay. At first glance, she is a typically shy and modest pioneer girl, but those bazongas, man. The mystery of Lena took its own place in the massive list of mysteries about this camp, which I had started to put together in my head. She's like Yuri from Doki Doki. She's probably gonna stab you. No, wait, she would stab herself, actually. Oh, be careful, Yuri, you might cut yourself on the edge. Oh, wait, you already did! A dot dot dot. Ellipses. A lazy evening. There's nothing like a good time with nothing to do. I can relate to that completely. I headed towards Olga Dmitrievna's cabin. I'm probably gonna do that for all the names that I can't pronounce this episode. I'm sorry, okay? I am tired. I am dying. I already gave you my reasonings earlier. Ah! The light in the house was on, of course. Just comes in without knocking. Hello, Semyon. You're quite late. Yeah. I went for a walk to look around the camp. All right. You will be sleeping here. She pointed her finger at one of the beds. Oh, we get to sleep with her? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hell yeah. I'm getting laid. Okay, anyways. Right here? I was a bit surprised. Yes, is something wrong? We are out of free cabins anyway. Oh boy. The camp leader smiled, but I rather think it was just out of politeness. You do want to be a decent pioneer, don't you? Oh, there was a clear emphasis on the word decent. Oh, sorry. I'll just... Yep, sure. I was lost in thought for a moment. Don't you mind it? Don't you mind it, mademoiselle? Ah, yes, a typical word that I use in typical language and speech just pulls out a mademoiselle. Why doesn't anyone call me a mademoiselle? Why? I deserve to be called a mademoiselle once in my entire life, okay? I'm just sitting over here making demands to my audience and God damn, what's wrong with me? Ugh. I keep hitting my thumb in a certain spot and I feel like I'm gonna get bruised or something. It hurts. She looked at me oddly, with surprise and some offense in her eyes. A pioneer should respect their elders, she says as she hunches over like an old lady. Olga Dmitrievna said strictly. Of course he should. No one argues with that. I blathered, not realizing what was wrong. Shouldn't you also... She stared at me. Oh no. Under such a gaze, even mithril forged by the best dwarf masters from the deepest dungeons would melt. What? That is a very specific reference that I am not understanding. Okay? Should I what? What's up, toots? No! You don't... What the fuck? What the fuck? Who does this? Annoyance and a lack of understanding made me raise my voice. You must address adults appropriately. Yes, of course there are a lot of strange things here. But this girl is just a couple years older than me. Or maybe even younger. But I decided not to argue. Well, just a few minutes ago, I would never have called her an adult. I have to admit that she was also given a strong character. And in any case, I wasn't in a position to argue. As you say, ma'am, I mumbled. That's much bester. That's much bester. And I am great at speaking. And that's much better. That is how a decent pioneer should conduct himself. And now it's time to sleep. Honestly speaking, I was going to become neither a decent nor an indecent pioneer. Just yesterday, I wasn't going to become a pioneer at all. But do I have a choice now? If you don't want to, we'll have to make you. This is the motto Olga Dmitrievna was probably going to use. Oh boy. I climbed onto the bed and closed my eyes, only to realize how tired I was after today. Tell me about it. Something hammered in my head awfully, as if my brains had started a night shift. Ooh. And they seemed to be aimed more at rolling steel than working on something more sensitive. The bus flew through my mind. And the square with the monument. The canteen full of pioneers, and this bitch that fucking ruined my meal. And the malicious face of Olyana. I know what, right? I was right one step ahead of ya. One step ahead of you, game. Oh my god, her tits. Slavia, with her magnificent bosom. And pretty eyes, of course, you know. I'm totally looking at her eyes. Totally making eye contact. Lena. And even the tsundere. And even recalling Alyssa didn't give me too much of a negative feeling. You baka! We're gonna get it on tonight! What if I'm here for good? I don't know. What do you want me to do about it? Oh, hey, day 2. Nice. Nice, very nice. I was having a dream. I dreamed a dream of time gone by. That was a key up higher, I'm sorry. I was practicing that earlier. I think I might sing it for school. But I'm not sure. I cried when I was singing it. You know, channeling. And you know what? I sang that song when I was crying. I cried a lot this week, and then I sang that song when I was crying. It didn't help much, but, you know, I was using the tears for something artistic, am I right? Anyways, I was having a dream. It seemed like I was in some kind of vacuum with nothing but nothing around me, okay? But not only around, I was the only creature in the universe. As if the universe had returned to its state of singularity right before the Big Bang. And something was just about to happen. Suddenly I heard a voice. I could not make out the words, but it sounded familiar. The voice was whispering something gently, as if soothing me. And then I realized it was the voice of that strange girl from the bus. The girl from the dream. But what is she trying to tell me? Who is she? I woke up, of course. Bright sunlight struck my eyes. It was almost noon. After stretching lazily on the bed and yawning, I started to recall the previous day. In a few seconds, all its events passed before my eyes. The bus, the camp, the local inhabitants. No, that's just wrong. Not this whole situation, but not me being here, but it was wrong by default. My attitude towards what was happening was wrong. Because yesterday I fell asleep here just like that, and before that I chatted nicely with the local pioneers, even managed to crack a few jokes. How could I act like that in such a situation? I should be frightened, startled by every little rustling, should avoid all contact with potentially hostile creatures. The last day's events were getting hazy, like I had a hangover. This really feels like the morning after a heavy drinking party. Yesterday's natural, flawless, absolutely normal conduct becomes a nightmare in the morning, a grotesque illustration from the Divine Comedy. Yes, it's just like that, and I can't change the past now. Then again, I had probably assessed the situation and was acting accordingly. Fuck. I glanced around, trying to figure out whether I had been thrown somewhere else, but Olga Dmitrievna's cabin looked the same as yesterday. Everything seemed to be in its place, except for a pioneer uniform which was hanging from the bedhead. I fumbled with it in distrust and tried it on. At least this is better than walking around in winter clothes. Wish I could see myself, but I bet I look like a clown. And for that, I needed a mirror. At least a tiny one. I finally found one on the wardrobe door. Oh my god, we're hot! Sorry, what? Did I say something? Excuse me. Sorry, pardon me. You didn't hear anything. I didn't say that. I didn't say anything. Don't worry. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Just let me have my fun, okay? Just let me have my fun. Although we are missing our eyes, so yeah, that might be a problem. Holy! I looked at the newfound pioneer and jumped away in surprise. There was some teenager on the other side of the mirror. He resembled me, but he wasn't me! Where did the weak settle go? Where were the bags under my stubble go? Weak stubble. Fuck. Where did the weak stubble go? Where were the bangs under my bags under my eyes? The slouch, that deathly fatigue on my face. It seemed that I had not been thrown back in time or into a parallel reality, but instead had simply changed bodies with someone else. Right, that's real simple. Such things happen every day. I know, right? I took a closer look at the stranger, and only then I realized that it was actually me. It just wasn't today's me, maybe the one from between my school and university years. Well, at least that's something. There you go, the person in an extreme situation did fail to notice the elephant in the room after all. But the camp leader noticed it, and last night she told me off for addressing her without proper respect. Ah, screw that. I doubt my appearance affects anything else. If the clock was not lying, breakfast was long over. Oh well, I'll try to find something in the canteen. It worked out well yesterday with Slavia, didn't it? Those memories made me smile involuntarily. The sun was shining brightly outside, a light breeze was blowing. A beautiful summer day. I had not felt so good in the morning for several years. All problems were gone and vanished into clouds that were white as snow. Olga Dmitrievna came out of nowhere. Good morning, Semyon. Morning. I smiled, doing my best to show that, no matter what, my morning was indeed good. You only arrived yesterday, so I decided to not to wake you up, but breakfast... Never mind. Here, take this. She handed me something wrapped in paper. Judging by the oily stains, there had to be sandwiches inside. Oh yes, cause sandwiches leave oily stains on bags, apparently. Or something. Paper, I don't know. Oh, thank you. Now go wash yourself, you filthy animal. You dirty boy. You dirty boy. Go wash yourself up. Clean yourself up. Fucking whore. I was about to leave. Wait a second. I waited a second. Olga Dmitrievna quickly ran into the house and came out to shove a small bag into my hands. Inside it, I found a toothbrush, soap, a small towel, and something else. I did not look too closely. A pioneer should always be clean and tidy. Let me do your neckerchief properly this first time, as yours is askew. You should do it yourself once you learn how to. Do we have to? I'm going to wash myself now. Like, come on, woman. Yeah, right. It could get hooked on the tap and strangle me. Fine, later then. And don't forget about the lineup. Pencils, paper, drawing lines. You don't forget such things. What lineup? What do you mean, what lineup? She frowned, obviously. It's Monday today. Weird, by my approximation, it should have been Sunday. Then again, a shift in the day of the week is hardly the worst thing. Usually we have lineups early in the morning before breakfast, but it's Monday today, so we are having it at 12 o'clock. Don't be late. All right, but where? At the square. Where else? There's no reason to argue. Why are you fucking being a bitch to me? It's like my second day here. It's actually my first day here, really, because yesterday doesn't really count. So fuck you. Be nicer to me, you cunt. Give me a fucking break, okay? I just got here. God. I headed to the quote-unquote bathing place. I knew I could forget about separate showers and toilet, but at the sight of this malfunctioning symptom of decaying socialism, a funny turtle with a tin shell, paw taps, and a ceramic belly, I felt sick. I love this happy music. It's like, oh, I feel sick, but it's such happy music, guys. Well. That being said, I think that's going to be it for today's episode of Everlasting Summer. So if you guys enjoyed this and you would like to see more of this game, then leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!